After doing the Everest Base Camp trek, we decided to continue our journey in the Himalayas, visiting Bhutan. But before diving into our travel experience, there are some things you should know about this unique destination. All international visitors are taxed a sustainable development fee of $100 a night. This will be on top of the cost of accommodation, guides, and other services. The fee is designed to regulate tourism and preserve Bhutan's unique culture. Additionally, visitors must travel with licensed tour operators to preserve their cultural heritage. The travel must be booked in advance through a travel agency before the arrival in Bhutan. They will fix everything from tours, food, flights, visa, and accommodations. But it's definitely not cheap. Bhutan is considered to be the world's happiest country. In fact, they value gross national happiness over economic growth. Their focus on well-being, sustainability, education, and cultural heritage sets them apart from other nations. Bhutan is one of only 3 carbon-negative countries in the world. This means that they absorb more carbon dioxide than they produce. In fact, 70% of the country is covered in trees. Even though Bhutan is in the heart of the Himalayas and blessed with many 7,000 peaks, mountaineering is banned from mountains higher than 6,000 meters, as the highest peaks are considered sacred and the home for gods and spirits. The flight from Nepal to Bhutan was very special. We were flying next to the Everest and its neighboring peaks. Bhutan's Paro International Airport is widely considered one of the most technically difficult plane landings in the world. In fact, only 50 pilots are qualified to do it. As you step off the airplane in Paro, you are greeted by a unique terminal building unlike any I have ever seen, and you can instantly see a massive picture of Bhutan's royal family. At the airport, we were welcomed by our guide and driver, who were spending with us the week.
So nice.
The first couple of days, we visited Thimphu, the capital and largest town of Bhutan. The city is surrounded by green mountains and it is home to approximately 100,000 people. We took a stroll around the city and visited the local market, where people were selling fresh vegetables, spices, and a lot of red chili, which is part of the Bhutanese gastronomic identity. On the streets, you can see the majority of the locals still wearing traditional dresses as a symbol of cultural pride, a feature that sets them apart from other nations. To preserve Bhutan's heritage, it is mandatory for all citizens to wear their traditional outfits at formal events and during religious ceremonies.
Thunderbolt of wisdom. Okay. So older the great master they use.
With our guide, we visited the Golden Buddha statue, a 54-meter masterpiece ranked among the largest Buddha statues in the world. It can be seen from various parts of Thimphu Valley.
Which area in Bhutan do they practice Christianity?
In the heart of the city, we visited the Tibetan-style stupa, built to commemorate the third king of Bhutan. We enjoyed the serene atmosphere and observed the devoted spinning the prayer wheels. You can really feel how the Buddhist religion still plays an important role in the daily life of Bhutanese people. One of the most beautiful structures in Bhutan is located in Thimphu. This Buddhist monastery and fortress houses the throne room and offices of the king, and the ministries of home affairs and finance. Every year in early October, the most popular Thimphu festival is held here, with traditional mass dances and chants. This was the most beautiful monastery I've ever seen. It's a must when visiting Bhutan.
And we believe if we witness the festival, we get a blessing for long life and purify the bad sin.
Yeah.
For our last activity in Thimphu, we witnessed an archery competition. Archery is played almost all over the country and it's Bhutan's national sport. My favorite experience in Bhutan was when we spent the night at the Dodeydra monastery. To get there, we had to hike for 2 hours from Thimphu up to 3,000 meters of elevation, which didn't sound very exciting after hiking in Nepal, but it was definitely worth it. Dodeydra is a 239-year-old monastery perched on the hilltop of the city. The monastery is hidden inside the forest and gives you a feel of a lost land. Alongside the temple, you will see many houses that shelter 175 monks who are studying there. It was an off-the-beaten-path experience. They let us eat with them, sleep in the guest house, and ask questions about their life as monks.
How is it doing?
Good.
Spicy?
No.
The colorful temples blended with the forest and the pristine nature, and we even had wild monkeys visiting us. Another beautiful destination that we visited was the Gangtey Valley, located in the heart of Bhutan. This secluded region with unspoiled landscape offers you a rare glimpse into traditional Bhutanese culture, an untouched corner of the world where authentic rural life still thrives. When we arrived, we went for a walk in the forest and around the village.
The government they translated a few subjects in national language.
But then the government gives you also monthly allowance.
Oh, okay.
So the government pays your rent.
As we explored the valley, we started to understand why this was the favorite place of our guide. You'll encounter hard-working farmers using age-old methods and their daily routines unchanged for generations. The best experience was having lunch with a local family of farmers. They made us try homemade ara, a traditional distilled liquor made from maize, barley, rice and wheat.
Little bit shower, but different Raksi.
Very different from Rakshi.
I think while preparing, she made some mistake. The taste went wrong.
It tastes like vinegar.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of vinegar.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you would like it's like
But it's
salad
not too
vinegar.
bad.
No.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, we relaxed in the traditional guest house, where we were staying for 2 nights. For our last activity in Gangtey Valley, we explored the local monastery perched atop a hill, school of Tibetan Buddhism and home to 140 lay monks. By exploring Gangtey, you'll gain insight into a way of life that has disappeared elsewhere, offering a profound connection to both nature and human heritage. At the end of our journey in Bhutan, we hiked for 12 kilometers to the iconic monastery of Tiger's Nest, bending on a rock at 2,150 meters in the Paro Valley. It is one of the most photographed sites in the country and one of the most venerated places of pilgrimage in the Himalayas. On our last evening, we witnessed the traditional mask dances that they perform during Bhutan's most famous festivals. It is easy to understand why Bhutan is ranked as the world's happiest country. As you explore it, you'll gain insight into a way of life that has disappeared elsewhere, offering a profound connection between nature and human heritage.